Hi, I'm your host Javeon, and today, as you can see, we're at Bristol's biggest music festival, Love Saves the Day. Over the weekend and in coming episodes, we'll be talking all things Bristol and what makes this the place it is. Cool? Fuck's sake, fucking bubbles. So we got Dave and Tom here. Would you guys like to tell us what your role is here in Love Saves the Day?
I'm the face, Tom's the talent.
I'm the water carrier.
Yeah. Why did you decide to do Love Saves the Day?
Me and Tom had been working at Glastonbury, and we've been going to festivals and whatever since we were kids,
Since
free
we were too young.
parties, that sort of thing.
Misspent youth.
Yeah, always into doing parties, putting on parties. We got started at Glastonbury, we were like, oh yeah, okay. And then we were involved in a festival in Bristol, like a sort of small thing. And we were basically like, oh, you know what, we could definitely do this better.
Yeah.
Let's have a go at it. And that's basically where it sort of started from. And luckily, we've been really lucky to have support of the council, support of lots of people in the city. Bristol's a great city for doing this sort of thing.
I feel like these kind of festivals have to be put on by people that are king at putting on house parties. The king of house parties. You laugh,
You've been to Dave's house then.
I've had some people around from time to time.
Ale or cider?
Cider.
Ale.
Cider.
Cider?
Yeah.
All right.
Ale.
My new lane in the house.
Cider.
I don't drink cider.
Ale. Yeah?
Cider.
Lager any day of the week.
Ale. I don't care for cider.
Cider.
Both.
Cider.
Ale. I can't stand cider.
Really?
I know, I'm sorry.
Don't
My
say that
new
too loud.
thing is mead.
All right. Wicked.
Forget about cider, man.
Cider.
Pair of bacon bits, you get me? Cider, but not proper cider. I'm talking like sugar cider. Like stuff that tastes like apple juice and just, that's the thing.
Right.
Ale. Sale.
What do you think something like this means to a town like Bristol? It seems like I know you know quite a bit about
I know
Bristol.
exactly what it means. It's the identity of Bristol, which is it's this vibe, this culture of people, and that's what it is. Good creative people coming together to make a sound, to make some art, to do whatever. And there's something that you feel in Bristol that you don't really feel anywhere else. It's kind of this mentality that we're all here to make something, create something, and enjoy it as well.
Basically, I was trying to search in my brain to even try to find a negative thing to say about it, but I can't really say anything negative about it. If you're on an art thing or you're creative, then it's time to be putting in work.
Yes.
Make yourself be known, put your face out there. It's good that these things are happening in Bristol.
How do you feel like this differs from any other festival in the UK?
Do you know what? That's really hard to say, if I'm totally honest.
I think we take things right with the people that we're mates with in the festival industry. So we do Glastonbury, we work like the Secret Garden people, the Love Box people. We do stuff out in Croatia. I think we always take elements of what other people are doing as well and go, that's a really good idea, that's great. We'll sit down, we'll try and do our own take on it. Then we'll come up with our own ideas. Then those people come to our festivals and you can see they'll go, oh yeah, that's good. And it's like friendly competition.
The plan is we just keep building and building and building. It is really hard to stand out from the crowd. There's only X amount of people who you want to book. There's only X amount of people who are going to sell enough tickets. There's only so it's really hard. But hopefully what's different with us is we've got a Bristol-centric take on both the music and the production and decor.
Looks and feels,
Dreads or top knots?
Oh, dreads. Top knot. There's a little man bun. Nasty. Top knot. Dreads.
Yeah?
Dreads.
Dreads.
Dreads, yeah.
What's
Top knots.
Top knots
No,
or dreads?
none. Top what?
Top
Dreads.
It had to be the top knot, man. If I could pin down one piece of great parenting, it's when my mum didn't let me get dreads when I was 15. It's man, thanks. Dreads.
Top knots, man, and that pains me to say.
Dreads.
Dreads, man.
Dreads, yeah?
On a black person. No.
Alright, yeah.
Everyone know Kemi Dread.
Alright.
White dreads.
How much of all of like the Bristol history for you, like how much does that have how relevant is it to you?
It's really relevant. Like, I feel like you must have this as well. It's like there's a real encouragement here. There was a lot around when we were growing up that was like encouraging us to to kind of think about it more. Maybe like if it wasn't telling us what to do or like pushing us, it was like saying, look, this is open to you. If you're interested in pursuing writing music or doing whatever you want to do, then do it. Like,
of course.
do you? That's the amazing thing about Bristol. And I think it must be a thing that's just like always been around. It's like, do you be happy?
All like guys like Peverlists, all those guys. At the moment, I don't think I realised. I was kind of unaware of like how much of an influence they were having on me. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago, like it wasn't until since I left Bristol that I actually started really listening back to like all those like early Punch Drunk records and stuff like that. Well, you know, it's just like it's just so much like it's like real interesting like music, like regardless of like I mean people pin the dubstep genre on it, but like it's just whatever, do you know what I mean? And that's something that I've always kind of seen myself as doing stuff that isn't really genre specific. And I think that's probably the influence Bristol's had on me, like that kind of openness.
Did you enjoy Julio Bashmore? I know, me too. I made a lot of this, I made a lot of my first record with Bashmore here in Bristol, so it always means a lot for me to play here, so thank you for listening.
So Jessie, obviously I know that Bash has had a lot to do with the start of your career. So do you just briefly want to tell us about your Bristol experiences? What Bristol means to you?
Okay, so Bristol initially meant to me visiting my brother for university and ending up in like side of the road, like psytrance raves with bandstands and stuff. Then Bristol became slightly more nurturing with the help of Julio Bashmore's mother called Debbie, who used to, do you remember that chicken and pasta dinner that she made us?
I remember.
So used to come up here and work with Bashmore, and he, you know, kind of helped me shape my sound, and we had such a wonderful time together. And now it's like headlining festivals here, like that's crazy. But yeah, I love Bristol.
Coming back as a headline, how does it feel to be like basically closing?
Slightly cheeky. I feel a bit cheeky doing this, but I don't know, because I'm not a headliner. But that's really sweet of them.
Well, you are today.
I know I am, so I better make the most of it. No, I'm really touched and excited, and it's just nice. It's been really nice just bumping into like artwork, and I saw Jack Master, but I didn't get to say hi to him. And then like Bashy's here, and you're here, and I need to see Joker. Liam's here somewhere, isn't he? So like, it's just really nice. I forgot how fun festivals are, and you know, you get to catch up with friends.
I think what we tried to do as well on a Bristol tip is like we've tried to include as many Bristol-based nights and parties and promoters as well, because then you get your take. You know, that means all the residents play at here. You know, they come to us. They're like, oh, we really want to put this guy on. We're like, great, and they all get behind it. And you know, it's like you stick your head above the water sometimes when people take shots here, and it's like, well, you know what? The more involved you get, like the rest of Bristol, then the better for everyone. You know.
Yeah, well, that's what I was going to ask you. Like, how important do you think that it is? Like Love Saves the Day is to up and coming talent and talent that are here that's doing their things, like the nights, like the producers, the singers, the rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully, really important. Like, hopefully, you know, not only do you provide them a stage to play on and to be involved in something like this, but for the kids out there that maybe aren't putting on the parties yet, like the next generation, you hope that they're in the crowd going like, wow, this is amazing, I want to be out there, because that's what I went to Glastonbury when I was 15, it blew my mind, you know, and I was quite a naughty boy until then, you know, and it was kind of like, well, actually,
never did his own work.
You know, it was just like, well, actually, there's something here I can get involved in. I want to get involved in. Like, I want to be, you know, I would look at the backstage and it's like, I want to be backstage. I want to be working out how this stuff works, and like that's how we ended up here, you know.
I've known Javeon McCarthy for years, and he knows that's the kind of question to make me just go.
So I mean, like, how does that Sorry, there's just a drone flying above us. Yeah, and it just threw me off.
Love saves the day.
Yeah. Brother, thank you very
Fantastic.
much for chatting.
Bro, thank you, man. It's good to see you.
Yeah, big love every time.